morning. Turn to the person next to you and say, I'm great, you're great, you better believe it. If I could, I would come out there and hug this entire audience. That's how my heart feels right now. I would like to thank the Mary Kay staff for their efforts in putting our seminar together. Brian Rogers, Nathan Moore, Mike Strong, and the entire sales development team for keeping the dream of our founder, Mary Kay Ash, alive and thriving 60 years and going strong. Congratulations. Let's give them a cheer. Congratulations to our amazing $1 million queen, Deborah Bailey. Wasn't she beautiful? And congratulations to $1 million first-time sales director, Shelley Palin. I am proud to share this stage with these exceptional women. They lead with love and excellence in everything they do. National Sales Director Emeritus Sharon Paris taught me the Mary Kay way. She coached me on travel and the finer points of seminar. Sales Director Wilma Smith loaned me a dress to wear to my very first seminar. It seems like it was not long ago that I was in the rafters all the way to the top in the back of the arena. My back was truly right against a wall. Oh, dreaming of the day when I would be on stage, be able to come to a podium and stand, sharing my story, the love for our company, our founder, and the love for Almighty God who makes all things possible. I have dreamed for so long of the day that I can honor my fabulous high-flying unit, the Fry Force One, from this seminar stage. Fry Force One, please stand. I want to recognize my offspring sales directors of our unit. Darlene Lewis has been with me for 35 years and believes in this dream for me. First-time $500,000 sales director, Carrie Hall, and her beautiful offspring, Stephanie Godwin, and brand new sales directors, Tracy Stapleton, Anita Vance, and Sherry Hicks. You helped to make all this happen. We have 7 international court of sales, Anita Vance, Tracy Stapleton, Sherry Hicks, Kelly Boca, Amy Blackburn, Geneva Carroll, and Ramona Balloon. Please stand. I also want to thank my loyal customers, many who have been with me from the beginning when I signed my agreement. They were on board. My story is for the young beauty consultant who may think she's too shy and unsure of herself to make it in this business. My story is for the time-constrained woman who is struggling to fit Mary Kay into her jam-packed life. My story is for the beauty consultant or sales director that has gone complacent in her business, who feels like she's stuck and doesn't know how to get it going. But let me tell you, you may be thinking your best days are behind you, but I am here to tell you today, don't you dare give up. I am living through that no matter where you currently find yourself in this business, there is so much more for you in Mary Kay. I grew up in a very rural setting. We didn't have indoor plumbing until I was age 14. We didn't have television for years and nobody even missed it. There were so many other things to do, like riding dirt bikes, caring for horses, going to church 3 times a week with friends and family, and no one wore makeup at my church. As a young girl, I would look up in the sky when an airplane flew over, dreaming of what it would be like one day if I could fly on an airplane. I would read about it in magazines. I would look at pictures and think what it would be like to go in a hotel with a big chandelier. Thank you, Mary Kay. Every dream has come true. I was so shy I couldn't have led silent prayer. When I was in the 8th grade, my mom had to come to school and withdraw me from drama class because I couldn't stand. They gave me the option to stand and say 2 words to be able to get a passing grade. The teacher told me I would have many opportunities in life and was very kind, but he definitely knew that public speaking wouldn't be one of them. Oh, God sure had a different plan for this girl. you ever allow anyone to label you. In 1979, I married Ed, my high school sweetheart. He's still right there, supportive as always, 43 years. How wonderful he is. I graduated cosmetology school as a licensed cosmetologist and esthetician. I became a teacher, and became a teacher and a coach. We were very young. We definitely married for love. You understand what I mean? I worked in a wonderful salon as an instructor in the cosmetology school, and I felt like that was great, as high as I could go. One day on my lunch break, though, I visited an expo at our civic center just down the street from where I worked. I stopped at the booth where this beautiful lady, little tiny petite woman, looked like a dark-haired Barbie doll. She began to tell me about Mary Kay Cosmetics. That lady would soon become a national sales director. She's Emeritus Kathy Jones. I was 23 years old. I wore heavy mascara, lots of lip gloss, and a smock that had hair color all over it. She saw my cosmetology school badge and she told me, "You would be perfect for Mary Kay." I had never heard of Mary Kay. No one had ever given me a bookmark card or anything. I thought she was talking about maybe food flavoring, that my mom had a party, somebody sold food flavoring. I told Kathy I worked 60 hours a week, 2 jobs, I have a 2-year-old little boy. I would never have time for anything else. I reluctantly put my name and number on a card, and she came from around the table, patted me, took my name and number and dropped it in the facial box and said, "I will call you." She called me for 13 months. No joke, 13 months, my lucky 13. How persistent are you in following up leads? There could be a 3-time billion-dollar director in your facial office. After the 13th call, my husband said, "Go ahead and have her come over and she'll see we live in a little single-wide mobile home. And we don't have the money, we're saving money for a down payment. She'll leave us alone." But when I saw her pull up in that driveway in that big, long, pink Cadillac, stepping out, all with a suit on, looking like $1 million, all cleaned up, I was thinking, whatever she does, I'm signing. I had never seen a pink Cadillac. I had heard that Elvis had one, but I'd never seen one. She told me, I'll never forget, setting at my little table, "Honey, you don't drive a pink Cadillac, you wear one." Kathy talked fast, painted the picture, and she definitely put me in it. She saw something in me that I definitely didn't see in myself. When I first started, I felt like I don't have the right clothes. I didn't know what you should wear. I mean, I had a lot of things from the cosmetology school, and one dress in my closet, I can still see that one polyester dress. She told me that I could wear a pink lab coat with a sleeveless black dress and a pair of black heels. Wow, those lab coats have come a long way. She said, "When you have 3 team members, you'll get your red power jacket. It's really pretty, and you'll be a star team builder and get a promotion." Was I ever excited? I had 3 people to run with, including Carol May, who's been with me for 37 years. Oh, I began receiving love checks in the mail, loving my red jacket, so much that I took my red jacket to Dallas and I asked Mary Kay Ash to sign it so I could have people sit in it at a meeting that were my queen. In order to get my perfect start, 50 faces in 2 weeks that my director told me I needed to do to get started while working 60 hours a week, I had to be really creative. I always carried an on-the-go basket. I wore my Mary Kay pen. I had samples ready. I carried a 70-page spiral notebook to write down names and numbers, constantly to fill up a big spiral notebook. And during my married life, my husband's basketball coach, we have moved 20 times. So it became my state referral notebook. I put sections of all the states and had people find people in those states. And I would tell them I need friends and I need faces. Because I didn't know anybody else but athletes. I would pack my kit, mirrors and trays in the car, so as soon as I left my day job at the school, I could head to a skincare class because I would need to do 2 in one evening. And the last one in the evening, it was like put your face to bed party. Within my first year, I'd earned the use of my first trophy on wheels, the Little Red Forenza. I parked it very proudly so everybody could see it out in front of the cosmetology school. I put my mirrors and trays in the back seat. We were given a big exam that day, and the owner of the school told me not to leave the room until somebody relieved me. One of the students came to the door and said, "Miss Fry, your car is smoking." And I thought she was trying to get me to just exit the room while they were doing the exam, and I said, "I know, it's new." She said, "No, Miss Fry, really, it looks like on the inside it's smoking." Well, the day went on, she went back to her other class. Those mirrors in the back seat had reflected the sun and burned the entire ceiling out of my brand new car. I called the company crying, and I told them I just burned up their car. The girl on the other end asked if I was all right, if I was in a safe place, all the questions, you know. And she said, "Could you hold just a minute?" I'm sure she was saying, "Hey guys, is there a psychiatrist in the house?" You're gonna hear this one today on the other end. Oh, the Bride Force unit was on fire then, and it's definitely on fire now. When I became the sales director, I flew to Dallas for new director of education, and no one in my entire family had ever flown on a plane until I flew to Dallas. I'll never forget being at our little airport, Tri-State Airport in Huntington, West Virginia. My mom and dad were convinced the plane would crash and they definitely would not see their daughter again. They stood at the airport crying their eyes out watching the plane taking off, and they did all their goodbyes as though I was definitely leaving forever. But I went on the plane with puppy eyes and crying as well because they had definitely told me their exit. But here in Dallas, I met Mary Kay Ash. Oh my goodness, her special presence, her humble spirit. She held your face with her warm hands and would look you in the eyes the whole time she was talking to you. When I told her I was from West Virginia, she said, "Oh, you have seasons there." We talked about the seasons, the fall of the year, and she'd been there. And now, remember, I was 23 years old. I'm not sure of Mary Kay's age, because you know she said if you tell her age, she'll tell anything. And so, yeah, I never asked her age, of course not. But I knew one thing for sure, I wanted to go home and look like Mary Kay. I asked her, "Mary Kay, what color of eyeshadow is in your crease? Because I'm going to wear that color all the time." I went home, my hair is very dark, and I colored it blonde. I took the picture to my friend that was a hairdresser, and I said, "See this picture on the Saturday Evening Post? I need to look like that." She said, "You're going to tease your hair like that?" And I said, "I am, and I wanted that color, and I'm buying a pink photo to take pictures in." I love the way Mary Kay looks. Mary Kay had touched my heart and my head. Other companies try so hard to achieve the kind of culture we've had in place since 1963. Putting God first, family second, career third. Treat others the way you want to be treated. The invisible sign making people feel important everyone you meet. Being a wow woman, a woman of your word. Going the extra mile. The go-give spirit. P&L is not profit loss, it's people and love. The Mary Kay image, attract, never attack. Handwritten notes of thanks and encouragement, always. Earning Hostess products for gathering girlfriends together for a party. Some things will never, ever go out of style. We want to advance the legacy and pass it on like never before. We are Mary Kay. 4 years ago, Ed and I had the opportunity to have lunch with National Sales Director Emeritus Linda too, but she asked me how many people are you in front of each month. She told me I needed to increase the numbers and track every day. Like Kathy Jones, Linda saw something in me that I didn't. I hitched my wagon to her star, and my business took off. It was jumping leaps and bounds. She sent me a postcard that I will cherish forever. It said, "Million National Men." Thank you, Linda, for pouring belief into me. Like many of you, when the pandemic hit, I wasn't sure how it would affect my business. I had only went live on Facebook 3 times. The first time I must have played the wrong music and Facebook deleted it. The second time I meant to save it, I deleted it, and I thought it was pretty good. Then the third time, I started going live with our weekly sales meetings, developing a VIP group, speaking on Zooms, making videos, pick collages, and our unit took flight. I discovered the skills I developed in 35 years of doing in-person meetings and classes could be transferred to virtual settings, and I was in love with virtual. My offspring director, Carrie Hall, she kept saying virtual is victory, and it is. It works that way. Going virtual connected all my states, 19 of them together. 2 years ago, Thrive Force One was flying full speed ahead toward our first million. I was so excited. I was tracking the numbers, doing everything Linda had taught me about tracking, and it looked good. But then, my mother became seriously ill. My mom was our biggest fan and my top cheerleader. I had to drastically cut back on activity and take care of her in her last few months, and I also took her home with me. In this time of adversity, our unit displayed excellence in action. That became my motto, excellence in action, and carried us across the finish line. Last year, my mother went on to heaven, and even with the heaviness I felt in my heart, once again, the incredible ladies in the Thrive Force One unit surpassed the $1 million mark. This is our year. We beat our best. We kept going and going. I thank you again and again, Thrive Force One. You have believed in me and held me up so many times when I needed you most. You have always been willing to do and did some. We started a 60 lookbook challenge, and many of you in the audience have told me this week that you love the 60 lookbook challenge. We gave out 60 lookbooks a month and said 4 magic words, "This is for you." We started meeting so many people, it was wonderful. I also started a program called Great Start Restart for anyone who didn't get a launch party during the pandemic or who wanted to take their businesses to a new level and get started. From that program came Kelly Mocook. Kelly had been in my unit for 20 years, always active, wonderful, but had never been to an in-person meeting. In just a few months, she became a star team builder, earned a diamond ring on stage last night, National Queen's Court of Sales. Her team member, Sherry Hicks, was also on stage in the Court of Sales and debuted as a new sales director July 1st, all from a Great Start Restart. My Mary-Kay business has given me the confidence to work in ladies ministry at church and go to speak in churches, start a homeless ministry, and do many conferences when I felt as a young girl I would never be able to stand and say 2 words. Mary-Kay made it possible for me to spend time with my mom and dad, both of them at the end of their lives, and they both always said, always do Mary-Kay. It was everything to them. They had long forgot about the airplane. I cannot put a value on being able to raise my son Roman in a positive Mary-Kay household and what that has meant to his life and how he passes it on to his family. I would like to speak this poem as a part of my speech today over each one of you. And it was Mary-Kay's favorite, and it became my favorite. I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. It's a dream of your accomplishments of many wondrous things. I do not know beneath which sky or where you'll challenge fate. I only know it will be high. I only know it will be great. The Mary Kay opportunity is right for our time. The Mary Kay way is right for all time. Mary Kay Cosmetics, a past to remember, a future to mold. God bless you.